with Dolly Plus. She is the producer of Hello, Dolly. Hi, Dolly.
Hi.
Could you tell us a little bit about the storyline for Hello, Dolly?
Dolly Levi is a matchmaker, basically, and she has a lot of fun doing it. And in the end, she falls in love, and another couple fall. And it's fun. It's a fun musical. Great songs, dancing, humor. It's good. A few tears.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Who does she fall in love with?
You'll have to come and see the show. It's a great cast.
Oh,
Sue
yeah?
Barber is Dolly. Rob Fisher is Horace. And the two of them together are dynamite. They really are. And we have a new young man, Alan Phillips, and he's up from Southern Ontario, and he's Cornelius. And Ben Fisher, Rob's son, is Barnaby. And then we have Minnie, who is Alexander Macaulay. And we have Mrs. Molly. She is Lola from across the river. And they're a great cast.
Who's the director?
Tim Murphy. Timothy
Oh
Murphy.
my God.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
bound to be great.
Yeah, it is. Rehearsals are fun. He likes to play everybody's part.
Okay, what are the dates that it's played, and where can you get the tickets?
Thursday, February 26th, Friday 27th, Saturday 28th at 8 o'clock, and Sunday at 2 o'clock. Tickets are available online at the kctc.ca or by phoning the box office station mall or by going to the box office station mall. They're also available at the door.
They can't come to your house and pick one up.
No, I'm sorry. I've basically been living at the theater.
Okay, thank you very much.
A second wife himself. What he really wants is someone steady to clean the house. As my dear late husband, Ephraim Levi, always said, marriage is a bribe to make a housekeeper think she's a householder.
I know all about it, Mrs. Levi. Half New York says he's going to propose to Mrs. Irene Malloy this very afternoon.
Which is exactly why I'm on the train to Yonkers this morning. And
Now we have Sue Barber with us, and
hi.
in getting prepared for this interview, I looked up the word retired. And it said, the action or fact of leaving one's job and ceasing to work.
Oh.
Apparently that word doesn't exist in your dictionary, does it?
I just like to keep busy, you know how it is. It's
Yeah,
all good.
what have you done since you retired?
Let me see, retired in June. I'm helping Cass direct The Wizard of Oz because they lost their director down at Cass. So I whip down there a couple of days a week and help the kids with that show. And I'm doing Hello, Dolly, and I helped Anthony Accetti with Pippin. And
And you're starring in a soap opera too, aren't
oh,
you?
I've heard.
Tammy?
Tammy, that's right. I'm Zenith, the evil witch, as you know, because and my husband Aubrey is playing Guido, the hitman.
I know Guido.
So it's lots of fun.
I've had a run-in with him.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your character, Dolly.
Oh, it's a really fun show to play. Dolly is a real, I don't know, she's a real go-getter kind of girl. You know, when you think of someone like Dolly, the play is based on a play called The Matchmaker by Thornton Wilder, the same guy who wrote Our Town. So he's, in fact, there's a great speech at the end of the play that sounds just like from Our Town, actually. But Dolly is an unusual woman she's a widow. It's 1890. So here she is, a widow, trying to make a living. And, you know, women didn't have much in 1890. It's not like, you know, they could do much. If they were independent or individual women, if they were unmarried widows, they weren't as popular. So there weren't as many opportunities for them. So she had to make her own living. So since her husband Ephraim's died, and they don't really say in the script how long that was, but you get the impression it's been quite a while. And she's living hand to mouth. She's just trying to make a living doing anything she can do. So she's got business cards for everything. And she just keeps going. She never gives up. She's awesome. And the play kind of opens with her kind of doing what she does, which is, you know, meddle, you know, get people to matchmaker. And she's very good at that, but she does anything. Anything for a buck will be fine. Short distance hauling, financial concept, it doesn't matter. But then you wonder, she begins to realize that she's not actually living anymore. She's sort of turned her heart off a little bit because Ephraim broke her heart when he died. And so now, as the play goes, she realizes, you know what, I'm going to set my sights on somebody. And first, I think she sets her sights on Horace Vandergelder, this half-a-millionaire, because he has money, and she needs money. She can't live without it. It's hard to get work when you're an unmarried woman. And she sets her sights on him, but by the end of the play, she falls in love with him.
And does he? Well, I like Valerie told me, if I want to find out what happens, I'm gonna have to come to the play. So I won't ask you whether he returns the love.
Well, you know what makes Horace Vandergelder such a great character is that he's a crotchety, grouchy old man.
Oh, my
And
God.
he's friendless and mean, they call him, right? And yet, you know, he's one of these guys that deep down, he's got a heart of gold.
You've worked with a director a few
Tim
times
Murphy,
before.
yeah.
How's he doing? Is he-
Great. Tim directed. The only time I guess I've really worked with him would be Music Man. I played in Music Man with him, and that was an awesome experience. And then to be able to come back and work with him, because he's a great friend, right? And I've known him. Timmy and I grew up together at Point Louise, so we've known each other for more years than we can count. So it's really nice to be able to spend time with him again. Oh, he's incredibly talented too. Very talented actor, director, dancer, singer. He's just got a really.
Yeah, Val and I were talking earlier off camera, and I videotaped him singing "O Canada" a couple years ago. One of the best versions of "O Canada" ever.
Yeah.
It was totally different than your normal "O Canada." It was great.
Oh, good for him. Good for him.
So he's not having any trouble with the actors, or
It's never easy. Like, you put a company of people together with all different reasons for being here, right? Most people are here for the work of, being an actor and working on theater. Some people want to be stars and don't want to work for it. Other people just don't want to do that. Other people think they know what they want, but they don't when they get there. It's just the nature of bringing all these people together. Plus, you're working with volunteers too. So you've got to balance all that together. And the politics of putting a show on is a huge job. So it relies on everybody to kind of do what they're expected to do their job, do it well, kind of work together, right? There's always egos that get in the way. There's always talent that gets in the way. There's life stuff that gets in the way. People ill, people leaving town, people who have jobs, teenagers who can't get rides. It's just a part of the nature sometimes of the beast. And that can drive you crazy if you let it, right? And if we focused on all the negative stuff about that theater, none of us would ever do it. But you minimize the bad and you maximize the good, and then you get to do wonderful work like this, right? And to be able to keep doing shows and stuff. So it's worth it in the end. But boy, there's some days,
Yeah, the reason I ask that is because, like I say, he's a character, and his humor is
great.
contested.
Yeah.
Like, he's great, and I was just wondering whether he was a serious director or whether he.
Yeah, he's a driven director. He really knows what he wants to see, and he's driven and he's hard. He's hard on. He wants it to be good. He knows what he wants to see, and that's great as an actor. You know where you stand. It's great that way. So yeah, it's good experience. It's a good experience.
Okay, thank you very much for doing this, and like I always say, break a leg.
I'll try my best, and I'll see you on Tammy.
Okay.